Kabbalistic analysis of Matthew 4:23-25.
Yeshua went throughout Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness among the people. Mahala, illness, ailment. Root, haha, to be weak, to be ill, but also to plead, soften, entreat. Literal meaning, an illness of the body or the soul. Kabbalistic meaning, mahala is a state in which the inner light has weakened or partially withdrawn from the vessel. It has not disappeared, but has grown weaker, diminished, and become unbalanced. In terms of the Sephirot, mahala is a disharmony when mercy, the flow of light, and restraint, the form that contains it, fall out of balance. This happens when a person loses connection with the higher spiritual flow, with the breath of Ruach. The vessel, the body or consciousness, then no longer conducts the light properly, and illness appears. Mahala equals an illness that can be corrected. This is not yet destruction, but rather distortion. Hidden within it is a call to tikkun, to the restoration of harmony. Prayer, mercy, and teshuvah therefore become means of healing the mahala. Madve, affliction, severe illness, deadly sickness. Root, to flow away, to become depleted, to suffer from loss of blood, to flow weakly. Literal meaning, a deep illness, usually chronic, that consumes from within. Kabbalistic meaning, madve is not merely a weakening of the light, but a rupture in the connection between the inner light and the surrounding light. In other words, the vessel has not only weakened, it has closed itself off and ceased receiving the light altogether. Thus, makala is a disruption in the circulation of light, but the channel is still open. Madve is already a kind of spiritual bleeding, a leaking away or complete cessation of the light. Makala is when the light is still within, but weak, like a flame in the wind. Madve is when the light has left the vessel, leaving only a trace, pain, an echo of the light. Illness is the outward manifestation of an imbalance of light, an invitation to return to the source. News about him spread all over Syria, and people brought to him all who were ill with various diseases, those suffering severe pain, the demon-possessed, those having seizures, and the paralyzed, and he healed them. Large crowds from Galilee, the Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and the region across the Jordan followed him. Kabbalists often say, demons have wings like angels, but they eat like human beings. They know the future, yet they die. Talmud, Chagiga 16a. In other words, these are beings that exist on the boundary between worlds, not evil by their very nature, but beings whose mode of existence is distorted or incomplete. They reflect the fallen aspects of the human being: passion, pride, falsehood, lust, and distorted desire. Within the human being, shadim correspond to unrectified forces of desire, whether rational or sensual. When a person does not elevate desire toward the light, it can become a shed, a seemingly independent force separated from the Creator. Thus, the demons within a person are inner kelipot that can be transformed through awareness, prayer, and the rectification of the will. Their function is to test the person and awaken the need for tikkun, spiritual rectification.